Hit the parking lot, cameras flashing. A picture's worth 1,000 words, there's no need for captions. Niggas wondering and bitches asking. Bitches wondering and niggas asking. As I just pulled up to the action, the bops and the thoughts just gasping, thinking that they gon' get them a ride, but that shit they ain't even happening. The whip be looking so attractive, and it always cause a distraction. I love to see their reaction, and I ain't even doing no capping. More than likely, you can catch me in the streets nightly. Rims in the 20s, Air Max Nikes in the 90s. I'm not dead slow, don't try me. We always pulling up late to the lot in your favorite club, nigga. Turned up, macking on your favorite bitch. Mother my favorite bud, nigga. Don't fuck with us, gotta keep that thing underneath. Try to jack, you gon' feel that heat. And I know that's how some of y'all eat. If you wanna get shot, you can follow me. Cause looking good might cost you. So you always gotta be cautious. Most niggas don't like when you're flossing, and you're pulling up looking so awesome. I know you see me shining. They love me cause I'm shining. I pull up perfect timing with all my dogs behind me. I'm shining. I know you see me shining.
What's happening? What's happening? Bayou City Biz here, $1 Million Biz here, Just the Biz Man on Twitter. I'm here with another review, discussion as I like to call them. Discussion because I don't really want to stick to the review format. I want it to be different from what we were doing at Bayou City Review, so I just call it discussion on the projects at hand. Let y'all know what I think. But this review, man, discussion, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man, this is Undergravity Space Age Volume 1, Crash Landing Volume 1. And man, I'm excited. Originally, this was supposed to be my first review that I was gonna do. Somehow, fucking it switched to the fucking Donnie Houston and High P's review. But originally, this was my plan to drop this one first. More than anything, I've been jamming this shit since it came out. I remember before this project even came out, I had went to the Dante Higgins release party. Matter of fact, one time for Higgins and the Breadwinners, C Stone and all them boys over there. I'm rocking the Blessed fitted on them boys. No, I'm talking about one time for the South Side. I went to the release party, and they had played a few cuts off this project. So from there, I was just like, these motherfuckers got some cuts on this whole, like, man, I want to see what's gonna, how the project will come out. So I was excited. It built up some anticipation, and man, I just like what they're doing over there with Breadwinners as a sonically. You know what I'm saying? They got a different way of doing things as far as like like they release parties. They had them at Warehouse Live. They got they're professional about how they do this shit. They got the like motherfuckers have the backdrops where you can take pictures and shit. They got the DJs on site, and just a lot of people be coming out supporting them. So I really fuck with what they got going over there. It makes me think. It makes me wonder, like, how can they go beyond where they at? Cause I feel like the cats in this crew, on this label, whatever, the talent level is fucking light years ahead of most cats, not just here in Houston, but like musically, man, they pumping out some good shit. Like, why haven't they excelled to that next level? Why ain't they been playing on the radio? Normally, fuck the radio. How I feel. I'm against the radio and all that shit. But C Stone and all them got the connections and plugs and shit like that to, I feel like, put them on a different platform. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's not. But that when I hear shit, like when I hear Higgins shit, I hear they shit. It makes me think like, well, fuck, what's holding them back? Like, who fucking with them? Like, what's it gonna take to get them to that next level? And I mean, I had them thoughts with quite a few cats that I feel like are putting out just unbelievable music, and I kind of feel like on a different playing field from these other cats that's doing this music. But I don't know. I just wonder, from here where they go, kind of deal. Even before this project, but they showing progress, so that's all that matters. But so anyway, went to the Higgins release party, and so I knew this shit was gonna have some heat. And man, I'll tell you off the rip, man, this motherfucking project didn't disappoint at all. Like, to me, this is the hardest project that I've heard in the last fucking 12 months. Like, I can't think of nothing that's came out harder than this. Like as far as on all scales, like not even on some other shit, but like on all scales, like production, originality, lyricism, motherfucking concepts, the originality, motherfucking take your pick. Like this shit is a phenomenal project. Like, if you and this, I feel like their music caters to my age group, so obviously I feel it a little more than usual. But if you one of these young cats, or you on that Lil Yachty, and you motherfuckers that be on that shit, you probably ain't gonna like it. But if you like motherfuckers that's really talking about some shit, some motherfuckers that actually giving you bars, motherfucking, if you grew up on that Suave House, you grew up on that motherfucking A-Ball MJG, motherfucking Tila when he had the S curl, that Tila, not this slim swole motherfucker walking around now, but Tila back in the day with the S curl and a little drip, motherfucking Big Mike, Fifth Ward, like them, the original, that sound, that fucking group. If you grew up on that shit, then you gonna like this shit. Like it caters to that forgotten sound that was big, in the, I guess, the 90s or whatever. But yeah, this shit was it was solid. But before I get into the project, as you know, when I was with Body City Reviews, we did we did the review on Fresh as MCs with Undergravity and Dante Higgins, and that was the first time I ever heard of Dante Higgins. I'm sorry, that's the first time I heard of Undergravity. And these are some of the things I said in that review. Y'all check it out. Yeah, I took more of a appreciation based on just the content and just the wordplay. It wasn't I'm about to come down. It wasn't they were actually lyricists. They weren't acrobatic lyricists, but they were lyricists. Yeah. They were taking you along a journey with the cats from Undergravity. I did in my head compare them to a lot of Houston cats, like a lot of the Coffee Brothers that fuck with Devin Dude. Yeah, and somebody else. I want to say the Middle Fingers or somebody, but it was Houston-based groups that they made. My favorite here was it's the Big Boss Mac preaching out the pulpit, trying to tell some stop falling for the bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. They showed their ass on Through the Hard Way on the way out. I feel like that was one of the harder tracks. It was something different. Had that old school feel. It gave me like a Locks kind of feel. All three of them throwing in, no hook. Like I'm cool with them being the face, because I know they're gonna hold it down and give an authentic representation of Houston. They might not be the most popular, most acrobatic, but I think they're gonna give a true representation with what the shit is right here. Grade, I'm gonna give it I'll say a B+. I was on the fence with a borderline A, but I think a B+ was solid. I think they offered a different kind of feel, a different kind of sound. They're probably in their mid-20s, late 20s, but they gave a soulful, you know what I'm saying, little vibe to their music. They spoke on some real shit. They didn't hit you with no swag or hashtag swag. No dumb shit. It was grown man bars, grown man music. Okay, so that was some of the things I said in that review. And honestly, I feel like that project was good. That was a dope ass project. Fresh as MCs. If y'all haven't heard that, y'all go check that out. I think since that project, I think Undergravity and Higgins, they have grown and become better MCs since that point. But y'all go check that out. But I feel like in that review, I feel like I didn't give them. Well, I would say subconsciously, like at the time, you know, I thought I was more familiar with Higgins and you know not familiar with Undergravity, and I feel like subconsciously, even though I gave them the credit, said they did their thing, yada yada yada, I think maybe in the back of my head I was more taking the mind frame like, okay, I wonder can these two dudes keep up with Higgins, kind of deal. Like, because I think so much of Higgins as a, you know, as a lyricist, MC, or whatever. So it was more like, man, can these two cats keep up with Higgins compared to just, you know, just taking what they gave me. And I won't even say taking what they gave me, but I guess I can't even fucking explain it. But yeah, like I said, I gave them their props. They did their thing, but yeah, I think this project is completely different. A different kind of vibe, a different kind of just everything. And it could be because it's a, you know, it's a concept kind of vibe album, but man, this project is just amazing, man. Like, and it's based off of funk, right? So going into it, when I heard Space Age Funk or whatever, just funk, so I thought like, okay, these cats about to give me some fucking some old school funk, that motherfucking you know, George Clinton, that motherfucking Bootsy, Parliament, like that funk, and I was like, I was excited because I jam a lot of funk. I mean, I jam everything, but you know, I jam that type shit. So I was like, man, this gonna be a different twist. So I was really looking forward to it. But then going into the project, and I was like, well, shit, well, they only really covered 2 tracks with that kind of vibe. And then I thought about it, you know, after like the 5th, 6th time listening to this project, I really had to step back. I was like, well, shit, if you think about it, they covered every aspect of funk you can think of, from the Clinton, you know, the Clinton era, you know, the 60s on up. Then I thought about the, you know, the 8-ball MJG on Top of the World and the Space Age Pimpin'. They captured that sound too. A little bit of that, you know, G-Funk from Warren G. And so, you know, it really, after stepping back, it really you know, it made sense, kind of deal. And honestly, like, on some real shit, because when Warren G tried to go do the G-Funk, you know, he went from regulators and tried to go into the G-Funk era, and that shit just really didn't really, I don't think it resonated well with, you know, fans, and, you know, sonically, this shit just wasn't hitting right. And if Warren G was to hear this project, I think he would be like, you know, this is what I imagine G-Funk to be. Because I feel like they gave you funk, like, I feel like it's cliche, but straight fucking funk, like, motherfucking bass line, grooving, motherfucking, the production in itself, man, was just so fucking good. And it's good to the point where it's not like nothing else you've heard or you go hear with anybody else. Like, the shit is grooving. Like, if you put this shit on and and your head ain't bobbing, you motherfucker ain't tapping something, that shit ain't in syncing with your soul, then motherfucker, you not human. Motherfucker, you have no soul in you. Like, something's wrong with you. You should probably go kill yourself or go to the doctor or something, figure out what the fuck's going on. Cause the shit is just fucking just like I frown up every time I put the shit on. Like one of them kind of situations. But man, it's funky, man, and you got about 14 tracks, and it really captures, man, the soul, and I really like it because these cats are from the south side of town, like the breeding ground for the screwed up clique area, around TSU, Sunnyside, South Park, Yates area type shit. So everything from fucking Scott to South Lawn, South Union, like all that whole little area. So I like the fact that you can feel the roots of the screwed up clique in them and in their music, but it's not cliche. Like, I get so sick and tired of everybody trying to, move the culture forward, or trying to, pay they respect or whatever to the screwed up clique and do shit, but they always do it the same way. Like, it's not authentic. Ain't nothing creative about it. They'll screw up a song, or they'll freestyle screwed up, or something. I mean, which is cool, but it ain't nothing different than what anybody else has done. Like, everybody do the same shit. They talk about the same shit. Riding swingers, riding, you know what I'm saying, candy paint dripping, which is cool because that shit ain't gonna never die here. But like, where's the creativeness in it? You know what I'm saying? But I like them because they don't drown you with that shit. Like, they incorporated that culture from that era without it being cookie cutter. You know what I'm saying? They got the OGs from SUC. You got Pokey on here. You got Boss Hog Callion, Mike D. You got I think that's it from the Screwed Up Click. But just features alone, you got Cal Wayne, you got Pook P, you got Doe Beezy, one time for the Southeast. Who else? You got Dante Higgins, and Mr. Wide Up. And yeah, man, I go ahead and get straight into the project. Intro, and I'm reading off my notes. So intro to Crash Landing. Letting boys know that you about to get a overdose of funk, from the get go. And they explain, what in their verses and shit, like what funk means to them, and just it's a groovy ass beat. It give you some of that George Clinton I was talking about, and I really like how they incorporated George Clinton, like little snippets from like interviews throughout the project, and George is really just telling. I think it's George. You got Boosie on one of them, and just giving like their explanations or descriptions of funk and how they came about with the funk, and what I'm saying, how it came about being created. Just like on that Propane album, Riding Slab, you had different snippets of Kiki talking about riding slab, what riding slab meant, and how they came down with a brand new car with swingers on it. That's the ultimate, what I'm saying, way of shining and shit. Cause it's one thing to have an old school and throw swingers on it, but ain't nothing like getting a brand new car with some brand new swingers on it. It's like shit like that. So it meant something different, capturing their meaning of funk, and also hearing the explanation coming from the originators. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope. And Boosie saying in that one, the ultimate goal was to be tight, but overall being tight, they wanted to be funky. So I thought that was dope. Second song, you got I Don't Need You. Funky ass track. Funky ass track. That bass line was just the hook was catchy. This is one of my favorite songs on this project. I really like how the girls involved, and I can't tell who was singing. At first I thought it was Atombomb, but then now I think it's Mac. So and now I don't know. I don't remember having this issue with Fresh as MCs, but now it's kind of hard for me to tell which one is which. And I literally listened to this shit a good 50 times, and it's hard for me to tell which is what. And they have a similar rhyme pattern, and their voices sound similar, so it's kind of hard for me to tell which is what. But I like whoever the fuck is singing, Mac or Atombomb. I feel like they really embraced it on this project, and they gave a lot of it, and it ain't no like some ooh type shit. But he was just really riding that whole, like riding the beat and just grooving, like this shit was just live, man. He was just killing that whole, especially when they did the 1-2 with Mac and the chick, kind of scatting together and shit. At the end, middle to the end of the song, then you got 100 come through with the poetry. And that shit was cool. I thought that was a different vibe. That boy said, "I've been exfoliating hoes like bad skin" or something. That shit was clean. But yeah, I really like that song, man. It's a nice track. Talking about, basically I can do bad by my own. Like, bitch, I don't need you to, contribute. It's hard enough out here, and motherfuckers coming around and I want to smoke up all your stuff, drink all your stuff. Motherfuckers want to borrow money and all that shit, but no, I can do bad by my own, bitch. I don't need you. Next, you got the Come Up, and that's where they chopped that Luther Vandross song. I forgot the name of the song, but it's the one off that House Party soundtrack. The alright, well, alright. Anyway, that bitch was jamming. Just trying to come up. So everybody just trying to shine. Everybody going through whatever. They're just trying to come up. A bunch of bullshit going on out here. Motherfucking cops fucking with people. Motherfucker, everybody trying to make it some kind of way, and they just giving you different situations on that. In this song, you had Doe Beezy on the track, and to me, this is one of those, I would say, best verses, but more meaning verses that I've heard him spit. Because when we on Bayou City Reviews, one of the biggest things we talked about was, Doe being so talented and this and that, but he always talks about the same shit. So to me, this was a meaning verse because he proved that he can spit about something other than getting high on fucking bitches and being the coldest one out. He can actually give you something on topic and it still come out live. And I think he did that. And I've been hearing that a little bit more from him lately. So I wonder if those starting to take a different direction as far as giving you more content, giving you more substance in his verses. Because on the Reggie Bush and Kool-Aid 2, he gave you more than the usual type shit. I mean, his songs are always gonna be good, but if you actually listen to what these cats say, what I'm saying, after a while you feel like you heard everything they gotta say. But when they actually start telling you different shit, speaking on different issues, giving you some variety, what I'm saying, it's more intriguing from a listening standpoint, because then it makes you seem like it's endless, so it's unlimited to where the fuck they can go. You know what I'm saying? If they're going past the usual shit. But yeah, he's talking about, you know, cops fucking with people and you know what I'm saying, like just trying to stay out the way. Like he trying to shine, he trying to get on his own too. Surviving for his kids and just, you know, this and that. Cops fuck with him. He just telling, hey, I'm trying to come up. Next song you got Pump Faking. Pump Faking was a tough one. And this one you got the chick, I think it's the same chick from the I Don't Need You. And man, I don't know her name. Like I tried looking, and I really want to know who she is, because I want to hear you know, if she got a project or something like that, because she got a jazzy little sound, a jazzy little voice. And I was thinking, I know they had the song I think her name was Alicia James, I think. I was like, well, maybe it's her, because she did a song with him on the Underdogs in Undergravity or something like that, or one of the other projects from a few years ago. And she had a song with them, so I was like, man, maybe it's her. But this is also this chick of Rob Gillette's Abortion album. I can't think of the name of the fucking song, but she sounds a lot like that chick. So I was like, man, anyway, she sounds good, man. She got a nice voice, and she sounds good, and she sounds good, especially when she's going toe for toe with Mac or Atombomb, whoever's singing. But Pump Faking, it's basically calling out motherfuckers for faking on, you know, faking on Instagram, faking on just, you know, just out here shining, motherfuckers shining but ain't got no bank accounts and saving. Shining and you flashing your motherfucking rent money. Everybody knows your rent money. You out here flashing this and that, but your fucking kids out here, you know, struggling and shit like that. So, you know, it's just calling them out. You know, people with these false idols and just faking. Be 100 shit. Next you got Scott Street. Scott Street. This is one of the songs that really captured the SUC vibe that I was talking about. Without being cliche, you had Podina on motherfucking on the hook, and man, I was so excited hearing this motherfucker, man, because Podina was one of my favorite cats from the SUC. And granted, I'm a screwhead, man, like a real screwhead. Like motherfuckers actually listen to. Like, I'm tired of motherfuckers saying they screwheads, and just because you know June 27th and a fucking few screw songs don't mean you a screwhead. Like, if you still, you know, go to the screw shop or go and get, like, majority of your shit is screwed up, motherfucker, you a screwhead. I ain't talking about just having motherfucking the Commission album from Kiki and goddamn 3 in the morning, you a screwhead. Nah, motherfucker, is more to it than that. But, man, Pokey was one of my favorite cats, man. The motherfucking Watch This Heat and Don't Go Nowhere. One of my favorite, and man, I was hoping he caught 16 on it, but he just on the hook. But I was still happy to see that. And it also shows you that these OGs are embracing Undergravity, and you know, Pokey, I think from Yellowstone anyway, so that's right down the street. But you see these OGs and these cats embracing, like I said, you got Killer Mike D, Boss Hog Kelly on, Mike D on there too. So it's really good to see that. But Scott Street, just talking about Scott Street, you know, if you from Houston, especially from the South Side, you know Scott Street, from fucking U of H, TSU to motherfucking Timmy's to, you know, everything. It's a one of them streets you just fucking know. Like, you know Westheimer. If you know Westheimer, you know Scott Street. But they talking about just, you can get anything you looking for, you can get it on Scott Street. You trying to get your prescription filled, you trying to get your wig peeled, you trying to buy some puts, whatever you trying to get, you can get it on Scott Street. You got local fucking hood millionaires to whatever, but you know, boys they talking about boys tampering with the Serb and all kind of drugs and shit from South Lawn to South Union, fucking Elgin to motherfucking the Stone, fucking Keystone, whatever. That whole area, you can find whatever you're looking for. And 7 minutes from the NRG, as they say. Next, you got Shining. Shining is probably the catchiest song on here. That bitch is a motherfucking fool. And I think this is the song they played from the Higgins release. But this motherfucker is a fool. Like Mac or whoever's Mac Atombomb was singing the hook, and man, that motherfucker is just that motherfucker is a jam. It needs to be on the radio. Like, that's all I understand. Like, shit like this needs to be on the radio. I don't understand why it ain't. But just check the song out. This motherfucker go hard. Next you got Bad. Bad Bitch with Mr. Wide Up. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this fucking song. I fucking hate this. Only song on the project I hate, but I fucking hate this song. And I don't even know why I hate it. Like, I don't fucking like it. The verses were cool. They talking about that it was that they had sampled and pretty much did a play on that Tila Show Enough. And they keep the same rhyme scheme as Tila did. Talking about meeting a stripper at Randall's, and she wanted him to come to Onyx, and all that shit. Literally just like the story from Tila, but I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. Yeah, it could have been the hook. I ain't gonna lie, it was probably the hook. Yeah, I think it's the hook. I ain't really like the hook. Next you got Run Tell That. Run Tell That is tough too. It's a song where they got Dante Higgins on it, and it's a play ass song, man. They didn't really say nothing out of the ordinary. It's just an overall jamming ass song, like, and it's just talking about like Run Tell That. Like, you always motherfuckers real gossipy, real chatty, but if you go run it and tell everybody, tell everybody about how I'm out here shining. Tell everybody I'm out here doing my thing. Like this be useful if you go run and tell something. Like, tell them about this motherfucking swag type shit. Tell everybody that the real is back, as they say. But man, I really like how they do that. When the three of them together, how they start doing that tit for tat, the give and goes. They'll say something and pass it to the next one, and they say something and pass it to the next one. I really like how they do that, and they just overall got a good vibe together. Like, them three together on the track is guaranteed to be a tough song. It's a groovy ass, it's a catchy ass song. Every motherfucker is just a banging ass cut. Next you got Lost. Lost stood out to me something crazy because it's a different vibe. It's catchy, but not like in a singing hook way. It just stand out, man. The song put me in a trance every time I hear it. It's just clean, man. Cal Wayne and Pook P. Pook P really stood out to me. I don't know if it's his voice or what, but man, he killed that hoe on the hook. They say it's dirty money, you gotta keep it cool. Man, he snapped on that hoe. Cal Wayne led off with the first verse. He bodied that hoe. I think everybody played their part on the song. It's just the song talking about just being lost. Different situations of being lost. One person being put out on their ass, and he just trying to come up and get back on his feet. Really, you know what I'm saying? He lost. Everybody looking at him being lost. Ain't nobody trying to lend a hand, and you know what I'm saying? You surrounded by a bunch of hating ass, Judas and shit, just trying to figure your way out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it. Shit, trying to survive out here. Really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to round it up. I ain't trying to make this a long review, but next you got "Knock You Off Your Game." "Knock You Off Your Game" is a nice one. You got it play a snippet of, I think it was Pokey on that and start the song with "Don't let them knock you off your game, baby." And they just talking about like everybody hating, and don't let that shit phase you. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. Don't let them knock you off your game. You gotta prevail and keep it moving. Yeah, pretty much it. Next you got "Southern Ways" with Mike D. Mike D did his thing. It's just Southern Ways shit. Shit out here grinding. It's it's how we do things out here, kind of deal. 12 you got "Giving Up the Streets." That's a nice little cut. It's different. It got like a juke joint type vibe, and it's like the dude. I really like how they didn't. I feel like normally cats would have tried to scoop up like Ronnie Spencer or somebody like that to try to capture that old vibe, but they got this other cat. I don't know. Let me see if I can get his name, but he captured that old. He had like a Johnny Taylor type vibe. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of the whole song was just talking about, fuck, I ain't gonna be on the street tonight. I'm actually just chill in the house and be with my girl and kind of do the kick it thing, really. And so that's really it. But yeah, it's a cool little song. We got a nice little vibe to it. Next is the outro. The outro is my shit, man. It got that, Outkast. Fuck, what album was that? The Spodioti, whatever shit. Where they just got a funky ass, groovy ass beat playing, and they just talking through that bitch. And that's all they doing. Really, they ain't spitting. They just talking, just letting that funk just beat your motherfucking back in. Like, if you riding, like, that's one of them shits you put in the whip, and it's just that shit, that bass just. It's just, man, that motherfucker is clean. That's a hard ass beat, and I really like all they beats, cause like it give me the feel like I'm real big on like instrumentation and shit, just production period, and a lot of it I feel like I get the vibe like it don't sound like it's some shit that's just some not pro tools, like some shit. Like, I imagine motherfuckers actually playing the instruments and shit like in the studio. Like, I imagine motherfucker on the bass like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is just, it's authentic and it captures the sound of real fucking like fucking cliche, but funk, like groove. It's just in sync with your fucking bloodstream. The shit is just. This shit is just, I love shit when it's just, man, pure and real, just authentic, real shit. And I feel like this is what this project is from the start to end. But the next and last track, man, it's a Scott Street. It's just a remix for everybody. Actually, I'll throw the names of the people on there. But you got A-Rock, Crazo, Overtime, and I think that's it. But man, it's just overall, man, you need to fucking hear this project. If you ain't heard it, you need to fucking hear it. This shit is just jamming, man. It's like I said, to me, it's the toughest project I've heard in the last year. From and that's on every scale, like underground, fucking majors. I haven't heard nothing harder than this, and just fucking reality. From, like I said, wordplay, lyricism, authenticity, the originality, it gives you a little bit of everything. And anybody say differently, you probably full of shit. Like, I guess anything can be argued, but this project is tough, and I advise everybody go check it out. So that's it, man. Undergravity, Space Age, Crash Landing, Volume 1. I know they already working on a second one. I think they just shot a video for us. Y'all check that out. I'm gonna try to put it in the description. But y'all check it out, man. This shit is tough. Shout out to the breadwinners, Higgins, everybody, C-Stone, all them boys. I hope this is good for you. Good year for these boys. And Mac is executive producing Higgins' new joint, so I'm excited to see how that shit go come out. Check it out, man. It's business music, and this is Undergravity. Y'all go check it out. Click subscribe, all that there. I'm out.
Yeah. Phone. Yeah. Funky. Smell it. Yeah. Stanky. You smell it? They say the bigger the target, the bigger the bomb, baby. Well, they call me the big bomb.